welcome back to Breakfast. Young women have plenty of places to find role models in 2023. Some good, some not so good. But there's one group that works tirelessly to empower young women and girls and celebrates their achievements. The YWCA has announced its 25 under 25-year-olds, and we're joined now by two recipients, Eunique, Ikiua and Danielle, Carson. Thank you both for coming in this morning. It is early. You did have a big meet and greet last night with the other young women. You've achieved quite a lot, both of you, in your few short years, but you must have been impressed by the quality of your company as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's phenomenal to be in a room with 25 young women, all under 25, that all have their own passions for their own communities, but yet can come together and support each other to serve that mahi and serve those communities. Yeah. It's really beautiful to kind of get that pitch that we're a bigger Aotearoa and that although we've got our own communities, we've all got each other's backs.
Yeah, because you're from opposite ends of the country and you're doing completely different things. You're described in our notes as a STEM trailblazer and musician, which sounds like a really great job title. But what is a STEM trailblazer?
Yeah, so good question. So I'm currently an account executive at Microsoft. The other part of me is I'm a musician, Heiress of the Game, cheeky little plug, and also community leader, right? So in my Niue community. So trailblazer, thank you for the kind words. I don't know who wrote that, but I'll take it with me. But yeah, just kind of, there's not much Pacifica in the tech industry, and so very, very blessed to have this opportunity to be in that space.
Yeah, and your heritage and your culture, it makes up a huge part of the community work that you do as well, doesn't
100%.
it? Why? What is that, and what is important to you about you wear a lot of hats.
Yep.
So how do you juggle it and make that call that these are important for you to keep going in all these different directions?
Yeah, great question. I get a lot of joy from what I do, whether that's my music, whether that's kind of releasing Niuean songs and hearing on the radio nationwide, or even just kind of, working at Microsoft and being able to kind of plug cool things in tech within my community, right? So in terms of the why, I owe it to my ancestors, to my grandparents, all those before me to make the most of these opportunities wherever I go. So whatever space I enter, whether that's tech, whether that's music, whether that's language revitalization, right? I need to make sure I'm coming as my authentic self and doing everything I can to make Aotearoa greater.
I'm going to guess that you probably feel like you've both got the same sort of drive, but Danielle, you do completely different work, don't you?
A wee bit, yeah. I'm working down in local government at the moment in Invercargill, which is so exciting and so awesome to be a civil servant. My work's a wee bit different, but it's not in the same sense that we provide for a community. We look at what they need, we look at the interweaving of that community, and we try to provide for them and what they need and what they want, yeah.
Danielle, what does it mean to you then to be recognised in the Y25?
It's honestly very overwhelming. I'm the first person to be recognised from Murihiku, from Waihopai, so represent Invercargill, but I don't want to be the last. And so I guess that's the pressure. It's knowing that I really want to see more for my community, and I want to see yet more young women on this list, and I want to see them standing up, and I want to see them in places like the places I'm in right now.
Yeah. And Eunique, for you?
Yeah, look, I think very similar to Danielle here. I've got a lot of hunger, a lot of energy, and a lot of big dreams, right? For Māori Pacifica, for Niueans. But yeah, I think I'm just interested in chasing that milk and honey dream.
Yeah. And what does this Y25 add to that experience? Because you're both really driven people anyway, and you're both really outgoing and going to go and do a whole bunch of stuff in life and have great achievements. So what does it mean to be part of this list for you?
Look, this is a big honour. Just even putting the application forth, I had to actually get an extra encouragement because I just didn't know if I was right. I was looking at past, people who were in the program. I was like, oh shucks, I can't apply for something. Look at these guys. But I shout out my good sister Tavia, who's part of YWCA, and she kind of gave me that extra boost. Look at it, it's a big privilege, big honour. Last night we had a great ceremony with all these amazing wahine across the country, talking about game changers, trailblazers in their fields. So it's a big honour. I'm excited to network, to deepen our connections. But I'll pass it over to you to add your.
Thank you. Yeah. That was beautiful. I think that's really how we all feel. We all feel really honoured to be a part of the program, and that aspect of being honoured, that motivates you to keep going and to want to make those people proud. I think this program is going to offer us not only camaraderie but also support. It's going to give us perspective. It's really awesome being on this list. I'm 25, but we've got 16-year-olds on this list, and as silly as that sounds, that also gives me hope for the next generation, and to know that people 10 years younger than myself are still fighting the good fight, and that this is always going to continue.
It must be very inspiring. I feel inspired. I'm a lot older than 25. There's no way I can enter, but congratulations to you both. What wonderful work that you do for your communities.